If your iPhone Air's battery feels like it's draining faster than it should, in this video, we'll go over some smart battery improvement tips and settings so your iPhone Air lasts longer throughout the day. So first, let's talk about one of the main causes of battery consumption, display and brightness. So from settings, go to display and brightness. Now, generally, dark mode is recommended since it consumes less battery. Now, along with that, if you go back to the home screen, tap and hold on a screen to edit wallpaper. If you want, you can select a darker or more gradient wallpaper. And not just that, you can also edit your app icons and set a dark mode instead of default. Now let's go back to the display settings. For this video, I'm going to just keep it light. From here, you can manually keep the brightness low if you're at home. You can also do it from the control center. If you scroll down, in auto lock, you can keep the screen timeout to a minimum level. You can also turn off raise to wake if you want. Now these are tiny settings, but in times they end up consuming a lot of juice on your Air. Now after that, let's enter the always on display settings. Now although it's recommended to keep it turned off all the way, but if you want to keep it turned on, fair enough, you can disable all these three options: wallpaper, blur wallpaper, and notifications on your AOD. So your lock screen will just show some very basic info like date or time. Next, we're going to check out some accessibility settings. So from settings, we're going to go to accessibility, to display and text size. Scroll down and you can toggle on reduce white points option. You can also turn up the intensity, especially at night. And while you're here, it's recommended to keep the auto brightness turned on. Now go back to accessibility settings. From there, now we're gonna go to motion. As you can see, you can reduce the screen transition by turning on reduce motion in here. And right at the bottom, you'll find some autoplay options. You can just go ahead and turn them off if you like. And at the very bottom, you'll have the screen refresh rate. Now what you saw for your iPhone Air is on 120 Hz refresh rate. You can toggle it on to switch it to 60 Hz if you want. Now let's get back and check out some background app refresh settings. From settings, now we're going to go to general, scroll down to background app refresh. If you scroll through this section, you will notice that background app refresh is turned on for so many unnecessary apps in here. So what you can do here, just simply enable it only for those apps that actually you need any background activity. And then just go ahead and disable the rest. Now let's check out some notification settings. So from settings, now we're going to go to notification. If you scroll through this section, all the apps with alerts turned on will show up in here. Now, all you gotta do is just enter any app that you do not need any alerts and just disable the allow notification button. That's all. Before turning to some advanced settings, now we're gonna check out one settings from the cellular option. So from settings, enter cellular, go to cellular data option and to voice and data. Tap on it. Now, it's recommended to keep it on 5G auto. So in that case, 5G will turn on only when it needed instead of constantly searching for a 5G network and draining the battery. And from here, we're going to go to some App Store settings. So from settings, scroll till the bottom for apps and then enter App Store. Now here, turn off all the automatic download options. You can also scroll to the video autoplay option and just go and disable it. Along with that, if you want, you can enable the offload unused apps option. Now our next stop is privacy and security. So from settings, once again, scroll down to privacy and security. Now first, we're going to scroll down and then enter analytics and improvement. Now here your work is simple. Just go ahead and turn off all the constant analytics and your iPhone service and performance data sharing options with Apple, which consumes a lot of battery. Now after that, go back, scroll up, and enter location services. From here, go to system services. Scroll through this section and just turn off location tracking for all the functions that you do not need location tracking, because constant tracking consumes a lot of battery, especially when you're outside or traveling. Now lastly, we're going to check out some battery settings. So from settings, go to battery. Now from the battery dashboard, you can check out the overall iPhone battery usage and details and which app is responsible for what percentage of battery consumption, stuff like that. And in here, what you can do is just enter the charging option. It's best to limit charging to a certain level to prevent overcharging your iPhone Air. In case if you want to keep it to 100% every time, no problem. Just make sure optimized battery charging is enabled. Well, let's go back to the battery dashboard and enter the power mode. Here, just enable adaptive power to extend the battery life on days when you use your iPhone heavily. Lastly, there is a low power mode in here. You can use it whenever you want to save an additional amount of battery. This will limit some functionalities. We have already shown you a few of them, but you can still use your Air without any issue. And that's it. If you've got any other smart ways to improve your Air's battery life, you got some suggestions about any process in this video, just let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.